We know, don't we, that if we try and live on processed food or junk food, that we're going to feel it eventually, aren't we? You know, with the exhaustion and the skin breakouts and the lifeless hair and the moodiness. I mean, we know deep down that nutrition is really important, but it can feel like such a faff trying to eat healthily every day. So in today's video, I've got 3 simple hacks for you that are going to really ramp up the nutrient content that you consume each day. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name's Fran Penberthy. My training is in nutrition, and I really do love talking about nutritious foods for health. It's transformed me, it's transformed my clients through my Live Well for Good courses. I'm releasing videos every week on this channel, so go ahead and subscribe, and also hit the notification button so that you know when the next video is. So 3 simple hacks. Well, number 1 is going to be introduce some raw vegetables every day. This is easily done. Just put a varied salad next to whatever you're having. It will really ramp up the nutrient content of that meal. When vegetables are raw, they have got more vitamins and minerals. Cooking does destroy some of the nutrients. And when they're raw, they still have their enzymes, which are vital. So vegetables, obviously, they've got the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, the phytonutrients, and these enzymes. And we're getting the majority of them when they're raw. So whatever it is that you're having, make sure that you've got that salad on the side or as a starter. Or you could do things like have raw veg as crudités with a nice dip. But in some shape or form, try and have some raw vegetables every day to really ramp up the nutrient content. And number 2, add spices and herbs to everything. And I mean literally as much as you can. Don't be limited to just what the recipe says, but to experiment and add them into as much as you can, because they are powerhouses of high levels of nutrients. Many of them are just full of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and other phytonutrients. Many of them are antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. They really support your immune system, and some of them really support good blood circulation, which of course is going to be very heart protective. Many of them have cancer protective nutrients in them, and I want to particularly give a shout out to turmeric and ginger, they have been found in studies to be as anti-inflammatory as prescription drugs. Now, whenever you put turmeric in things, always add freshly ground black pepper alongside the turmeric, because it really ramps up how much your body can absorb the beneficial compounds in the turmeric by 2000% better absorption. So those two always go together, black pepper and turmeric. And I also want to give a special shout out to garlic, because it's got so many protective compounds. It actually encourages your immune system to respond better to infections. And it is known to inhibit 20 different types of bacteria and 60 different types of viruses. So I love to add garlic to as many of my meals as I possibly can. So get creative with spices and herbs, and I'll just give you a clue. I literally add them to drinks. Turmeric goes into my morning drink. Many of them go into my morning porridge, and then they go into things like omelettes and so any of your like casseroles and curries and sauces. They all can go in there. And whenever you're using fresh herbs, don't just put the leaves in, but also put the stalks in, because there are actually more nutrients in the stalks than there are in the leaves. So make sure that the whole thing goes into your cooking. Now, number 3 is get into juicing vegetables. I don't advocate juicing fruit, because that just gives you a huge sugar spike, which is not beneficial to your health. But when you're juicing vegetables, that means that actually you're getting many more nutrients than you could from eating, say, a big pile of vegetables. You're concentrating that right down. A lot of vegetables, all of their nutrients going into one glass of juice. And the brilliant advantage to that is that it's going to be really easy to absorb that. There's no digestion needed for juice. It's going to get straight to absorption. So that means you're going to get the maximum benefit from those nutrients. Now, if you haven't got a juicer, or you really haven't got the time to be juicing, then I have actually looked into loads of green superfood powders that you mix with water and drink them. And I've got to be honest with you, the majority of them just taste like swamp water. But I eventually found one that I absolutely love, and I've always got it with me now, because, you know, there are days when I don't eat as well as I want to, you know, circumstances don't allow it or whatever. And on those days, I love to have a glass of this superfood powder, which tastes lovely. And it actually, in every glass of it, you get 20 portions of fruit and vegetables. So you are getting that wide array of nutrients. And so I just have such confidence then that although maybe my day wasn't as healthy as it could have been, I have just backed that up with that one delicious drink. So I'm going to leave you the details of that in the description box, along with my discount code if you would like to try it. And I'm just sure that you will love it as much as me. And it's such a good backup. Now, one cautionary note about juicing is that you can't live on juicing because it's not a complete meal. You haven't got the protein in there, or the fiber, or the fats. So don't try and live on juicing thinking that that's super healthy. No, it supplements alongside the meals that you have, so that you have a complete, you know, nutritional plate that gives you all 50 of the essential nutrients that we need in order to thrive. So if you've enjoyed this, then please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that. And drop me a comment in the box below. You know, let me know how you like to make sure that you're getting, you know, plenty of nutrients every day. Let me know your favorite ways of doing that. I love hearing from you, and I'll see you on the next video.